how's it going? So today on BK Sport, oh yeah baby, you know we've got a new setup, get around it. I'm in my new place now on the Gold Coast, so you know that means I can set it up. But anyway, let's stop talking about me here and let's get straight into some of the idiots that have shown. There'll be some here that you do know, there'll be some here that you don't know. But after this, you know, you'll start to realise that anybody and everybody can choke, no matter how good they are. Okay, let's start off with a bit of NBA action with the Orlando Magic and the Houston Rockets. This choke isn't the entire, well it is the entire team. It's not really, it's more to do with one specific player that kind of just ruined every chance that Orlando had. That player happens to be Nick Anderson of the Orlando Magic. Orlando fans, I know you guys are going to know exactly what I'm talking about here. 1995, Game 1 of the NBA playoffs, Orlando, Houston in Orlando. They'd already beaten them twice in the regular season, and when it came to the NBA playoffs, the Orlando Magic came in as first in the Eastern Conference and Houston came in as 6th in the Western Conference. Everything was looking relatively easy. Orlando at home, you know, up by 20 points. Was this enough? Well, you know, it wasn't, because the Houston Rockets actually clawed their way back into it. But they were still down by 3 with 10 seconds left on the clock, and Nick Anderson was at the free throw line. He missed them both. Now, you know, sometimes that can happen. The pressure gets to you and you miss them both. Yeah, you know, fair enough. Then he got the offensive rebound from, you know, his missed throw. And he goes back to the line for another 2 shots, in which he just needs to sink by 1 shot. One. Missed them both. And then Kenny Smith from the Houston Rockets runs up the other end of the court, sinks a 3, sends it to overtime. Orlando Magic end up going down 120 to 118 in overtime in front of the home fans. And then went on to lose the series 4-0, which said, see you later to Orlando. I could easily bring up the Dragons vs Storm NRL Grand Final of 1999, in which the Dragons choked hardcore to lose to the Storm. That would just be to rip on Anthony Mundine though for his absolute cock-up. But I won't do that. Moving on to the actual choke, yeah, Parramatta does really hold tight that crown of biggest chokers in rugby league history. 2001, the Parramatta Eels came in as heavy favourites, and I'm talking heavy favourites against the Newcastle Knights after dominating the regular season. Best attacking record, best defensive record, minor premiers, and setting a new record for the most amount of tries in a regular season. You'd have to think that the premiership's pretty much wrapped up. It was wrapped up alright in a massive label saying choking hazard. So the team's run out atmosphere is palpable, but the Knights run on to a 24-0 half-time lead. Next minute, 15 minutes to go in the game, and the Knights are up 30-6. To Paris' credit, they did mount a little bit of a comeback. They came back to 30-24. The first minute, it was over. Absolute choke from the regular season. They did so much, they just failed to deliver on the big stage. Sorry Parramatta fans, but you're still without a premiership in my existence. Football fans, here we go. Liverpool fans, AC Milan versus Liverpool in the 2005 Champions League finale. It's simply not possible for a football fan to have either not heard about the 2005 capitulation in the Champions League final by AC Milan, or at least have seen the highlights of the match. AC Milan were looking to get their second Champions League title in 3 years when they travelled to Istanbul to take on Liverpool. They were massive favourites. I'm talking massive favourites. And then when Paolo Maldini scored in the first minute of the match, everyone was saying Liverpool were done. At the end of the first half, Liverpool were down 3-0. Yes, did you hear it? 3-0. Yeah, 3-0. Yes, 3-0. And if you don't really know what a 3-0 means in football, now it should be pretty obvious, but if you don't really know, it basically means signed, sealed, delivered result. Speaking of 3-0 though, Liverpool fans, don't think you're clear of this list. Anyway, back to the point, just like that, it was 3-1. Stevie Gerrard with an absolute worldie of a header. Followed with it going 3-2, and then 3-3, followed with it going to extra time, and then going to penalties. Last chance for AC Milan, last chance for the Italians, and they were still favourites. They were still favourites to take home the big prize, because just 2 years ago, they've won the Champions League via the penalty spot against Juve. So, you know, it wasn't to be. Liverpool went home with the big prize, and trust me, you'll never forget it, because they will never let you forget it. Number 4, and does this guy look familiar to you? Or just specifically this photo? If you haven't guessed it yet, yes, that's Greg Norman, professional golfer and professional choke artist. It's a sight that still haunts Australians to this very day. I'm not talking about me. No, I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about the photo. Catch on, guys. 1996 US Masters was pretty much unlosable for the Great White Shark, as he was up on the final day of play by a total of 6 strokes. It may as well be known as the equivalent of a 3-0 score in halftime in football. However, instead of being a draw at full time, you know, which would be understandable, but to lose to Nick Faldo by 5 strokes, That's an 11-stroke turnaround. Unheard of. That's ridiculous. That's unbelievable. What an absolute stitch-up for everybody watching. My gosh, number 5 on this list. If you don't know this one, you've been living under a rock for the past month. One of, if not the greatest NFL match in history. Matty Ryan, Tom Brady, Atlanta Falcons, New England Patriots. Yes, this is the NFL Super Bowl of 2017. Tom Brady, arguably the best quarterback of all time, was in the NFL Super Bowl to win his 5th Super Bowl ring, which is absolutely unheard of. Whilst Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons were trying to win their first ever Super Bowl ring, with Atlanta being up 28-3. Yes, 28-3 at halftime, and even so much as pretty much at the end of the third, it was still 28-3. You'd think, well, they're going to get their first Super Bowl ring. It looked all but over, and the Falcons looked like they were going to be taking home glory in an absolute blowout. Well, like I said, if you haven't been living under a rock for the past month, no, that wasn't the case, because the Patriots flew on, won in overtime 34-28. So close, yet so far, Atlanta. You remember how I was saying not to get comfortable, Liverpool fans, and that you're basically on this list? Well, your time has come, and it's gonna hurt. Steve Gerrard, he slipped on his fork and ice, and gave it to Dan Baba. Steve Gerrard. The infamous slip that, led Liverpool's chances at the first ever Premier League title slip. As much as it's harsh blaming Stevie Gerrard for being the sole reason for Liverpool choking in 2013-14 Premier League season, pretty much the main reason. Just 4 games to go. The top of the Premier League table by a total of 5 points. They even beat title rivals Manchester City 3-2 in front of the home crowd. That was a cracking game. It was a cracking performance by Liverpool. They did come out on top 3-2 to pretty much, secure the title. The next thing you know, Stevie G slips over in front of the home crowd. The bar scores in front of the Kop. Chelsea win 2-0, and the title race is relatively back on. They're still on top. Don't you worry. They're still on top of the table. That was until Kristen Bull. Liverpool were leading 3-0 with just 11 minutes to play. All they needed was to hold out for 11 minutes, and they were up 3-0, which they ultimately drew. They drew 3-3 in that match, which in itself should be on this list for how much of an utter capitulation it was. You can then imagine what happened. After the loss to Liverpool, Manchester City stormed home, won every single Premier League match, and returned the Premier League title to Manchester. That was a really, I don't know, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. What I was trying to get across, that we're doing the NBA again. Yeah, we're back in the NBA. Golden State Warriors, Cleveland Cavaliers, 2016 NBA Finals. Cleveland Cavaliers win the 2016 NBA Finals, or did the Golden State Warriors choke it all away? Obviously, it's a mixture of both, but the latter is very hard to argue against. Being up 3-1 in the NBA Finals, only needing to win 1 more out of 3 games, and 2 of those games are in San Francisco, the home of the Golden State Warriors. Lock up the trophy, throw away the key, it's a done deal. Whoa, hold up there, sunshine. Never give up on a LeBron James comeback, and never give up on a Steph Curry disappearing act. Warriors fans, before you start tracking me down for that Curry comment, can't argue that he was basically inspired by Houdini for the last 3 matches. Yes, the Cavaliers choked him into submission. See what I did there? But he didn't do anything to help his case. Just like the NBA, in the playoffs of the baseball, the MLB need to at least win 4 of 7 games in the series to progress in the playoffs. This process is something that the New York Yankees know too well. It screwed them big time, and I'm talking big time, in the ALCS match of 2004 against rivals the Boston Red Sox. It didn't really screw them as such, they kind of just screwed it themselves, taking a 3-0 lead. What is with this list and 3-0 lead? Start the series going into the 4th game. Signed, sealed, and delivered, and you even would have thought that was still the case when the Yankees were up in the 9th inning by 1 run. However, the Yankees blew it by letting the Boston Red Sox get 1 run, tying the game, and then David Ortiz, boom, hit a home run to win the game in extra innings. And in the 5th game, David Ortiz proved to be another MVP as he hit a single for the win in the 14th inning to win the game for the Red Sox. Close but no cigar for the Yankees as they lost the series 4-3. An absolute cracker. This led the way for the Boston Red Sox to end their 86 year title drought. I'm not going to talk too much about this one because it pretty much talks about it itself. Patriots went into the Super Bowl against the New York Giants. Yes, Tom Brady was quarterback then. He'd obviously been quarterback for a few years. After coming into the match 18-0. Yes, they were undefeated for the season. Undefeated for the season. They lost. The thing that, that makes it different from the other sporting matches in this list is that it wasn't really they choked in the match. It was the expectation that was brought onto them from before the match that made everyone be like, what? But they lost that match at 40 points, or by the 3 points that they actually did. They still played well, but they just couldn't manage to beat the Giants. It wasn't exactly a choke in-game, it was just a choke from all the expectation. I couldn't think of a better way to finish this list. I swear you'll never see anything like it ever again. Watch it, drink it in. If you don't know what I just said, well, that's because you didn't watch the end of the 2011-2012 Premier League season. Manchester United up by 8 points. Yes, 8 points with 5 games to go. And they had Wigan there, they had Sunderland, they had Everton. Well, Everton's a good team, but like that, the point of the matter is that they had quite an easy run home. And just, a smidgen of a little bit more motivation, they were going for their 20th title. This in comparison to Manchester City, who were 8 points behind Manchester United after already beating them 6-1 in the Premier League this season. They were still down by 8 points. Also, they hadn't won a Premier League title in 43 years, but let's stop building it up, Blaze. Stop building it up and just tell them the truth. How did the final games of the season go? They lost to Wigan, they drew with Everton, and they lost to Manchester City. All the while, obviously Manchester City won their 3 games, so they went equal with them at the top of the table. They both had 2 more games to go. But the thing is, Manchester City, because of that 6-1 win earlier in the season, had a much better, much superior for and against. Then, Manchester United, they went and won their last 2 games of the season. So once the choke was over, they went and won the last 2 games of the season. So that means that City needed to win the last 2 games of the season. Ultimately, it came down to the final kick of the ball. Manchester City were losing 2-1 with 4 minutes to go, and they came back to 2-2, but they still needed to win. But then, miraculously, Manchester City won 3-2 in the 93rd minute, 93-20, which completed the comeback for Manchester City, and Phil Jones, he's really what epitomises Manchester United fans' faces at the end of the season. But anyway guys, that's going to be it for today's video. If you did like it, please give a big thumbs up so I know that you're enjoying this content. Top 10s are going to have a new place of Tuesdays, because I'm going to be bringing back challenges for Thursdays, and in between all the challenges and vlogs and top 10s, there's going to be some sport gaming. If you haven't subscribed yet, then do click the subscribe button below to get all this in your subscription feed. Thanks for watching guys, catch you later, see ya.